Coming up on Vegas Nation Blitz, falling to a record of 2-9.
There's no give and no tanking, none of that BS that being said. Hell, we're trying to win every game possible. We can win 6 in a row, we'll win 6 in a row. And that's what we're going to do.
The Raiders still working after their home loss to Denver.
It's important for these guys to put their best foot forward, and really for all our players, myself included, and staff, to show that we're fighting.
Recapping Week 12 and navigating the path ahead, Vegas Nation Blitz starts right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
The Raiders swept by the Denver Broncos in the season series this year, contributing to a now 7-game losing streak. Hello and welcome to Vegas Nation Blitz. I'm your host, Dominic Lavoie. Now, Gardner Minshew is out with a season-ending collarbone injury, and he was taken off the field right after he got sacked in the final drive, second to last drive for the Raiders against the Broncos on Sunday, and he was later diagnosed with that broken collarbone. Now, in came Desmond Ridder right after Minshew went down with just about 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Now, that's a tough position for any quarterback to come into, but Desmond Ridder still went under center. And the second snap that Ridder took, Denver gets in the backfield, the ball is stripped away, and the Broncos hop on it. Denver ends up scoring and ices the game. Now, one last drive, as we mentioned earlier, saw Ridder move the ball down the field all the way to the goal line, but Desmond Ridder is sacked once again, and the time runs out. Despite the less than optimal start to Ridder's day to close out the game, head coach Antonio Pierce offered his thoughts on his performance.
Just like the rest of our team, fighting, want to be out there. When I went up to him right before he went out there, late in that 3-minute mark of the game, he's like, I got it, I'm good. So the confidence there. He's a guy that's a competitor, wants to compete. Obviously he was dealt a difficult hand. You just get thrown into the fire with no reps. But he did move the ball down the field, and even at the end of the game, even though it didn't go our way at the end, the ball's at the 1-yard line, right? Gave us a chance to, maybe score, go to onside kick, and you never know what happens in this league.
Now, as we mentioned last week, injuries have been giving some younger guys extra snaps, and one of those younger players is Dylan Lavoie, and he turned some heads on Sunday. The UNH product took a kick return 59 yards back across the 50, setting the Raiders up in prime field position, where the Silver and Black ended up scoring on that very drive. And you'll recall that before the Broncos game, Lavie's only NFL carry resulted in a fumble, and Antonio Pierce talked about the way he saw the big kick return.
Love how he hit the hole. I mean, there was guns blazing, right? He was smoke. He was about all that smoke. Because most time on those plays, you can see either you're going to hit it full speed or you're going to get blasted, right? And he wasn't flinching, he didn't blink. I just wish he had one more little cut in him, take it back across the grain. But what I was most excited about was the way the team responded. I mean, to see all those guys chase him in the end zone, yeah, I get it was a 50-yard return. But that was his first time touching the ball since the last time he fumbled. And to me, that was very encouraging to see the players respond that way and the way he responded on his first carry since then.
Now, with all of that out of the way, let's send things over to Vinny Bonsignore for his top storylines in this short week. Vinny, what's up with you?
Thanks a lot, Dom. Well, it's back to Aiden O'Connell for the Raiders as their starting quarterback. Not a whole lot of time returning to practice from the fractured thumb on Monday. He missed the last four games, last 5 weeks being on the injured reserve list. And with a short turnaround to Friday's game, there was a question, all right, is that enough time for Aiden O'Connell to show the Raiders that the thumb is okay, that he could grip it, rip it, do everything that he needs to do to get out on the field and play a competitive football game? Well, one walkthrough in, and that was on Tuesday. He had obviously shown the Raiders that he was ready to go, so he'll get the start on Friday against the Kansas City Chiefs, despite the fact that it's only a couple of days that he's going to be able to practice, and those were just walkthroughs, not actual practices. Aiden gets the call over Desmond Ridder, who will now be the backup again, and of course, why is this all even an issue? Well, that's because Gardner Minshew went down with a season-ending broken collarbone injury on Sunday against the Denver Broncos.
Thank you very much, Vinny. Now we're going to be taking a quick second to catch a breather, but coming up after the break, Heidi Fang is back with another edition of Behind the Scenes, this time with Ameer Abdullah. And as usual, Adam Hill joins the show to give us his fast takes on the Raiders. Stay right there. Yeah, wherever you are, stay right there. We'll be right back.
D&R House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler. We specialize in natural and lab-grown loose diamonds, engagement rings, and custom design. If you're looking for lab-grown diamonds, we have one of the largest selections at the best prices in Las Vegas. We make luxury affordable every day.
Welcome back to the show, and thank you for staying with us and staying put. Now we're going to send things straight over to Heidi Fang for another edition of Behind the Scenes with Ameer Abdullah.
Thanks, Dom. Ameer Abdullah is an NFL rarity. As a running back in the NFL for 10 years, the shifty 31-year-old has also found the end zone for the Raiders in each of their last 2 games. How does he stay healthy and focused as the years carry on?
I would say diet, sleep, and keeping funny people in your life. I think laughing, having fun with things keeps you young. And I actually just got some blood work recently, and it said biologically I'm 23 years old. Okay. So, I would definitely attribute a lot of that to sleep and diet. But I think, just having the right community around you. I've been very blessed to be in really good locker rooms, and I think that's helped me want to keep going. It's helped me to stay motivated to be an exciting player and a contributor for every team I'm on. I like to visualize myself making plays. Then it's also a time for me just to give thanks to all the years and all the hard work and sweat that's gone into that moment. I don't take any of that for granted. I'm in year 10 right now, and anytime I get to lace it up and play on the grass in front of a home stadium or any stadium at that with my teammates, I'm forever grateful.
Back to you, Dom.
Now, finally, let's get in some fast takes from Adam Hill. Adam, it's closing time, so let's go ahead and put a bow on this show.
The Raiders' young rookie Brock Bowers got a big lesson against the Broncos as star cornerback Pat Surtain lined up over him quite a bit during the game. It was tough sledding for Brock Bowers. He did get 10 targets, only 4 receptions, and it wasn't just Surtain. Sometimes they rolled linebacker, sometimes they rolled a linebacker with a safety, all kinds of different exotic looks for Bowers to take a look at. And he found out that it's very tough sometimes when teams are scheming to stop you. The Raiders found that out as well. What it did is open up options for other guys like Jacoby Myers, who had a big game. But really the Raiders want to get Brock Bowers much more involved, and he's going to have to learn how to deal with some of these coverages. A good example for him is the opponent this week, Travis Kelce, who has dealt with this throughout his career. He's learned to adjust and adapt, and the Chiefs have learned when they do take him away to go to other places to free him up a little bit over the middle late in the game. So it's something that Brock Bowers is going to have to deal with. He did deal with it this week. It was a lesson learned, not his best game as a pro, but he's going to learn from this and get better, and that's what the Raiders want. That's what this part of the season is about. The Raiders aren't going to the playoffs. They're really focusing on developing some of the younger players, and that was a good lesson for Brock Bowers.
All right. That'll do it here for us in this edition of Vegas Nation Blitz. Now, if you need some more news over the Thanksgiving holiday or just some extra reads to hold you over until Black Friday for Vegas Nation Game Day, be sure to check us out on social media at Vegas Nation or on the web at vegasnation.com to never miss an update from our team of reporters. Now, that'll do it for us here. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday if you celebrate, and I'll see you all next time.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.